So this is our code editor. You can see here, this is our code editor. And in this code editor, I will explain one by one every option so that you can easily understand all of these things. So here you can see here in the, this is our editor panel. You can see here, this is our editor panel. In this editor panel, I can write some custom codes, okay? And I can get this result. Suppose I will make example for this. You can write here the print. This is the function. And I simply use here the, and when I click to the run, you can get this result under the console tab, okay? So mainly you can see this is our editor panel. And in this editor panel, we will write some custom codes, okay? And you can see here in the right corner, right panel, you can see the three option or three tabs. You can see inspector, console, and task tab. So mainly in inspector, the editor panel is where you write and edit your JavaScript code, okay? So you can see here, this is the right panel, the console tab, and inspector and task tab. So inspector tab, it's require your map result, okay? Inspector tab, when you click the map, you can see this is our map. Suppose you can add a map in this here NDVI. So now you want to check a specific point. What's the NDVI value? You want to check it. You can simply click to the inspector, then you can click the map. Then you can get this result. But in this time, this is the blank map. So now I can see here, this is the longitude, latitude, and zoom level of these places. I can get only for this result. So you can remember that inspector tab is only used for the map querying result. It can get the result of map querying, okay? So then you can see the console tab. So console tab for printing the output. When I write some code and now I want to get the output of this code, so then you can use the console tab. Console tab for querying your map result. And then task tab. Task tab is the managing your long running tasks. Suppose you upload some shapefile, or you can export some map from the Google Earth Engine, then this task tab will be running, okay? And then you can see the left corner, there are the also three tabs: skip, docs, and asset. So here the skip. So mainly skip tab store all of these previous script. Suppose you can see here you can see different types of script will be available, and I also work and I also save this script in here. Suppose I need to work for this application future, so that I can easily access this code from here, and I can easily get this code in here, okay? And I can easily run this code and I can get this result, okay? So mainly you can remember that skip tab is only work for the save or storage your all previous work code. You can see all of this previous work code will be stored in this skip tab. And now when I need this code, then I can easily access this code and work this using this code, and I can get this result from here. So then docs tab. Docs tab it's called also the documentation. This is the documentation. So documentation, Google Earth Engine has its own server. So here you can get all of this documentation, all of this function, how it will be work, and all of this description you can get here. So documentation, you normally remember that documentation, accessing all documentation of Earth Engine object and methods, as well as a few specific the code editor application. So here you can see, suppose I simply, this is the all of this function of Google Earth Engine. So mainly this is the documentation, and in this documentation you can get all of this data, all of this description, what's the function required, what's the function argument. Suppose in this case you can see this is the function area. This is the function area, and you can see this is the arguments. What are the arguments of this function? We will discuss all of these things one by one, no problem, so that you can easily understand. So in this part, you can simply remember that documentation, it will be stored all of the documentation of Earth Engine. Here you can get all of these things easily. You don't need to memorize anything. You don't need to memorize anything. You can get all of this function from the docs tab. Okay. So then asset tab. Asset tab is mainly storing your own shapefile or raster image. Suppose you want to store your own shapefile from here. So you can simply upload this raster or vector shapefile in here. vector data in Google Earth Engine and use this data in here. And next time we also try to discuss all of these things and how you can easily import it or export it, the raster image, and how you can filter this raster vector images, vector file. We will discuss all of these things one by one. So you can just remember that asset tab is mainly stored your raster or vector images from here. And then you can see this is the option for get link. Suppose now you want to share this code. Now you want to share this code with other person. Okay, simply you can click to the get link. You can make the link. You can simply copy, click to here, copy, and you can send this person. Now then this person also access this code and use this out and get this output easily. Okay, and save. Here I already saved this code. So now you can see this animation NDVI. I already saved this code, so I cannot use this save. But when you knew the code, you can easily simply click to the save. Then this save code will be stored under the script tab. Okay, and run is only for use for the execute your code. Okay, when you simply click to the run, then code will be executed. And reset button. So when I simply click to the here, your map, this map and your console also be clear. Suppose when I click to the reset, you can get all of this will be gone. Okay, and you can also see the apps. So this is the web application, and this is the lot of uses in Google Earth Engine. But this is the only for the beginners course, so that's why I cannot go the depth of the web application. Just I will try to show some web application of Google Earth Engine so that you can easily understand. So here you can see, suppose this is the water quality analysis app. When I simply click to here, anyone can use this link, using this link, and go to this app and use this. And this is the web application. Here I use the Google Earth Engine platform. And you can see also some the drought monitoring using the SBI and EVI, NDVI, value trend inspection, chart NDVI, our time of Bangladesh, and all of this application. Actually, you can get all of this web application from the remote sensing, and you can easily convert this web application, and you can get this link anyone, so that anyone can use this link and get this result from here. Suppose you can see this is the water quality analysis. Suppose you can simply in this app you can simply select your start date and end date. Suppose I can simply put this start date and end date from here, and I can simply draw my specific region. Suppose I want to get from this result using this lake. And now what I want to calculate, suppose I want to calculate the turbidity, and then I simply click to here submit button. So now you can see it will be loaded. Suppose some networking issue, it will be happened. So I will try to again. What's happened? Okay, so now you can see here, this is our turbidity of this place between this time frame. We can get this result. And if you want, you can also check the chlorophyll. What's the chlorophyll? And I can simply submit. You can see now you can get the chlorophyll result from here. You can see this is the chlorophyll result, and you can also see the time series chart of this chlorophyll, and you can get the animation of the changing animation of this here. And you can also see the TSS, total suspended solid, of this map. Simply click to here. So now you can get here the total suspended solid of this water body, and you can get when it will be high and when it will be low. Okay, you can get this result from here. Just you can make all of this web application using the Google Earth Engine. I can simply make the example from here. And after 10 minutes, please join this continue. I will send you the link in the WhatsApp group. Then please join again so that we will continue again. Okay, so it's the problem of Zoom meeting. Okay, so after when it will be cancelled, and then join this again, please. So
I think
yeah,
Google Meet will be best. Like instead of Zoom meeting, we can use Google Meeting now, so we can continue instead of like.
So we will try it for the tomorrow, because I don't use the Google Meeting next previously, so that I also, it is possible for recording option in Google Meet.
Yeah, everything is possible. Like
Okay,
it
okay,
is
okay.
kind of Zoom meeting also.
Okay, I will if I will check it, then I also send you this Google Meet so that
it is more flexible also, like
okay,
as compared to Zoom meeting. Yeah.
okay, we will try to use it, no problem. So
Yeah.
so this is the application app step, and this is the map interactive view interface. You can see here you can get the map result in here, and this is the hand tool for moving the map, and this is the marker. You can easily add the marker in your map, and this is the for the some vector. You can easily make the line, polygon, and all of these things from here. Plus vector data, you can get all of these things. And this is the plus and minus for zoom out and zoom in, and this is the map view, and this is the satellite view. You can also get from here the satellite view, and it's so any question in this part of user interface of Google Earth Engine code editor? Any question?
I have few doubts. Like you have shown like that water quality parameters, no? Like turbidity, then suspended solid.
Yeah.
So how for that, like how you prepared through satellite image only?
Yeah. So actually in this
some algorithm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually in this time I can simply make this code all of these things. I can use here the user interface. Suppose I can add here the time frame option. Then I can also add here the select. You can select your location. You can draw the rectangle. Actually I have another course on the full course of web application. If you after this you can easily enroll of this course. So because in this part when you get the basic things of Google Earth Engine, then you can also discover all of these things one by one, no problem. So
yeah.
So
but
this is yeah.
For suspended solid, some algorithm should be there, right?
Yeah. Some algorithm or equation has some will be happen here. Yeah.
And chlorophyll also some equation will be there.
Yeah. So this
likewise,
is
NDVI.
Yeah. Suppose we also know that NDVI formula, and then I can just put this formula here. Okay. Then I can get this here, all of this easily. Okay. Just you need to the formula. You can search you can see the different types of research paper. They are already do for the water quality analysis, and they also use here the traditional method. They use the ArcMap or QGIS software. Okay. But this is we can also use this method for the paper, but we can convert this in the coding. Just this difference. So
understood.
Okay, so now I will go to my next slide. So okay, we will continue. So sharing script, we already discussed about this. You can easily share the script with any with other person, so that this person will be access this code easily. So this is the get link. You can easily click to the get link, or if you want, you can click to simply copy this link. Okay, then you can share this link with other person. This person will be also access in your code and use this code. Okay, so now here I use the JavaScript API. So that's why we also need to know what's the basic syntax of JavaScript API and how we also define this JavaScript syntax API. So mainly you should know the basic things of JavaScript syntax.